BingX, a trusted global crypto exchange. Trade spot, futures, or copy top traders easily. Sign up via the link or referral code to get 30 USDT instantly, plus up to 1,500 USDT in bonuses for verification, deposit, and trading.
6 meters below ground, hidden from the skies by scrubby trees, lies a secret beneath the earth, a sanctuary for Ukraine's injured soldiers. A sloping wooden tunnel descends into a brightly lit reception area, a stark contrast to the chaos above. This is no ordinary medical facility. It's a sophisticated underground hospital, a testament to resilience and ingenuity in the face of relentless conflict. The surgery unit is fully equipped, boasting beds, cardiac monitors, and ventilators, ready to address the most critical injuries. Shelves are meticulously stocked with essential medical supplies, life-saving drugs, and neat piles of spare clothing, ensuring that every need can be met. In a humble staff room, complete with a washing machine and kettle, medical personnel remain vigilant, their eyes fixed on a screen that displays the zigzagging movements of Russian spy drones overhead. A constant reminder of the pervasive threat. This clandestine facility, a lifeline for those wounded on the Eastern Front, opened its doors in August and represents the second of its kind in Ukraine. Situated not far from the front line in the embattled city of Pokrovsk in the Donetsk Oblast. Its subterranean location is a strategic choice. As the clinic's surgeon, Major Alexander Holovashenko, explains, being 6 meters below ground offers the safest method of providing aid to injured soldiers while simultaneously ensuring the safety of the medical staff. The stabilization point operates around the clock, treating between 30 and 40 patients daily, each with a unique story of survival. Their conditions range from catastrophic leg injuries necessitating amputations to severe stomach wounds, while others, though injured, can still walk. The overwhelming majority, nearly all, are victims of Russian first-person view (FPV) drones, weapons that deliver grenades with chilling accuracy. Major Holovashenko notes that 90% of their cases stem from FPV attacks, with bullet injuries becoming increasingly rare, underscoring the evolution of warfare in the drone age. The harsh realities of this new kind of war were evident during a recent afternoon visit. 3 soldiers, bearing their wounds, limped into the facility. The most lightly injured, 28-year-old Artem Dvorsky, recounted how an FPV explosion had inflicted a small, but significant, hole in his leg. His voice, tinged with the pain of loss, revealed the brutal nature of combat. War is terrible. The guy next to me, Vasil, was killed, he stated, describing how a second grenade was dropped on his fallen comrade. Dvorsky painted a grim picture of his village, now utterly destroyed, a landscape littered with the fallen, both Ukrainian and Russian, under the constant surveillance of drones. His unit had spent 43 arduous days in a forest area near Pokrovsk, a territory Russia has persistently sought to control. Their only lifeline for supplies, food and water, arrived via quadcopter, and reaching their position required a perilous trek on foot. A week after sustaining his injury, Dvorsky endured a 5-kilometer, 3-hour walk to reach a point where an armored vehicle could extract him. At the underground clinic, his vital signs were meticulously checked, and he was later provided with a fresh set of civilian clothes, a t-shirt and pale jeans, a small comfort amidst the ongoing conflict. Another patient, 38-year-old Pavlo Filipchik, spoke of a drone blast that left him with a concussion. Recalling the sudden darkness and the sensation of numbness that followed, he considered himself fortunate to have survived, especially given the loss of his cousin. He described the continuous explosions that have become the soundtrack to their lives. Filipchik, a builder by trade who had been working in Lithuania, had returned to Ukraine and volunteered to fight just days before the full-scale invasion in February 2022. A third soldier, Taras Mikolaichuk, who had sustained a shrapnel wound to his back, groaned softly as doctors carefully removed a bloody bandage and cleaned the 2-day-old injury. Wrapped in a foil blanket, he borrowed a mobile phone to speak with his sister, assuring her that he was okay despite the mortar fragment. When asked about his future plans, his resolve was unwavering. To get better, that will take a few months. After that, to return to my unit. Someone has to defend our country. The deliberate targeting of medical facilities has been a grim hallmark of the conflict since 2022. With hospitals, clinics, maternity wards, and ambulances repeatedly attacked, Human rights groups report that hundreds of healthcare workers have been killed in thousands of such assaults. This underground hospital, a critical response to such atrocities, is ingeniously constructed from 4 steel bunkers, reinforced with timber beams and covered with layers of soil and sand, allowing it to withstand direct hits from 152mm artillery shells and even multiple drone-dropped explosives. The project, financed by the Ukrainian steel and mining company Medinvest, is part of a larger plan to build 20 such units, deemed critically important for saving the lives of our military and supporting defenders on the front line by Rustam Umarov, the head of Ukraine's National Security Council and former defense minister. Medinvest describes this initiative as its most ambitious and challenging undertaking since the invasion began. The surgeon, Major Holovashenko, shared the harrowing experiences of waiting for casualties. Some wounded soldiers, he revealed, endured hours, or even days, of agonizing waits before evacuation could be safely attempted due to the constant threat of aerial attacks. He recounted the desperate measures taken in one instance. We had 2 critically ill patients who arrived at 3 a.m. I had to carry out a double amputation on one of them. His tourniquet had been on for so long there was no alternative. When asked how he copes with such traumatic operations, he responded with quiet determination, "I've been in medicine for 20 years. You have to focus." Orderlies gently wheeled Mikolaichuk, the soldier with the shrapnel wound, up the tunnel and into an ambulance discreetly parked beneath a bush. He and the other 2 soldiers were then transported to the city of Dnipro for further advanced treatment. As the subterranean medical team took a brief respite, the hospital's ginger cat, Vasilevs, ambled to the entrance, patiently awaiting the next arrivals. "We are open 24 hours a day," Major Holovashenko concluded, his words echoing the unwavering commitment of those who work tirelessly in this hidden bastion of hope. "It doesn't stop."